All right, joining me now, Mollie Hemingway, a Fox News contributor, and Victor Davis Hanson, senior fellow at the Hoover Institute. Mollie, we just got additional excerpts from President Trump's closing remarks tonight. He's going to say that my message to Americans tonight is simple. We do not have to live this way. We do not have to settle for weakness, incompetence, decline, and decay. With your vote, we can fix every single problem our country faces and lead America, and indeed the world, to new heights of glory. Mollie, pretty aspirational stuff.
Well, it just is such a fascinating journey we've been on. 8 years ago, Americans voted, they elected this man president, and the regime refused to accept it. And they were surprised, people voted for him because they felt that the country had been led by people who didn't care about foreign policy or having a foreign policy that puts America first, didn't care about a trade policy that served Americans rather than something from 1944, that wanted a border. They wanted a country where they weren't being called racist for having different policy views than other people. And the regime rejected, didn't refuse to accept this. We're witnessing the most amazing political comeback in modern history. And the American voter is saying, we meant what we said when we elected this person the first time. We liked the way that he said he was going to do things, and we would like to see this happening.
Yeah, one of the major publications, I think it was the New York Times, said on immigration and trade, Trump has already won. Good, that's a very good point. Now, Victor, another excerpt from Trump's closing remarks. Together, we'll begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. We'll launch the most extraordinary economic boom the world has ever seen. If you vote for Kamala, you'll have 4 more years of misery, failure, and disaster. The country may never recover. And then it goes on to say, we'll have a colossal surge of jobs, wealth, and opportunity for Americans of every race, religion, color, and creed. And to that point, Victor, it's been something to see this remaking of the Republican Party into a working-class, multi-ethnic coalition of optimism and patriotism and love of family. And I think that is Donald Trump's legacy. More than anything else is we took that party back from the corporatists, and they don't own it anymore.
The Republican Party is the party of the people now, and the antithesis is what we've seen the last 4 years. In a very strange way, Laura, it worked out kind of tragically, but it worked out well because people saw the other side, the one-eyed jack of the left, who they are the last 4 years in this terrible catastrophe. And I think everybody should just stay calm. Don't listen to the celebrity 11th hour endorsements. Don't look at Saturday Night Live. Don't look at the outlier polls. If everybody who wants to vote for Trump and is registered to vote for Trump will show up, Trump will win, and he'll carry the Senate and the House with him, and they will make the changes that he's promised, and it'll be exactly the opposite of what we've seen, and we will go back to a period that's even better from 2017 to 2020. And I say that not as a propagandist, Laura, but if you just look at the polls who were the most accurate in 2020 and 22, therefore Trump, if you look at the radical changes in voter registration that favor the Republicans, or the radical changes since 2020 in early voting, and you look at the momentum, the destiny of the new Republican Party and the Trump voters in their hands. Nothing can stop them now. We're at the end of everything.
You bet.
All they have to do is walk to the polls and vote, and they will win, and they will end this era of madness. And I really am pretty confident. And everybody just can't listen to the static and the hype. It's all propaganda to make you depressed and stay home. Go out and vote, and the future is yours.
All right, Mollie, don't you agree? This has been a propaganda messages for the last 3 months, try to demoralize Trump voters, suppress the vote on the Trump side. I am not seeing that. I'm seeing unbridled enthusiasm. I'm not trying to pump people up. That's what I'm seeing all across the country.
In part because we saw what the propaganda press has done for the last 8 years. They're not just biased, they lie, they make up stories. And so their effect is so much less than it was 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's like Dr. Fauci. No one listens to him anymore. But it's they've hurt their credibility. I don't think they're ever going to recover in our lifetime.
Well, that's one of the other things that needs to happen, though. They still have too much power. Nobody trusts them, but they're still allowed to set the terms of debate. After what we've just experienced in the last few months with just the propaganda on behalf of their favorite candidate and the lies and misinformation against the one that they don't like, they should never be allowed to set the terms of debate.
No one has ever been targeted with unfair coverage and lies more than Donald Trump. I don't think in the history of the United States. I actually think it's not an overstatement. Mollie and Victor, both of you have been invaluable this election season.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.